Pete Callan's up to no good again. Surprise! Family Affairs, 6:30.
Welcome to 100%. Our champion has already won £100 and returns to defend his title. So, contestant number 1, please tell us your name.
Hello, I'm Tony Highland from Herne Hill in South London.
Trying to beat him is contestant number 2. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Nadala Half, originally from Melbourne, but now living in London.
And contestant number 3, what is your name?
Hi, my name's Chris Andrews and I live in Swethel on the Wirral.
After 100 questions, whoever has the top score will be the champion. Good luck to you all. Among today's subjects, English cooking and writers. But we begin with round 1, general knowledge. Question 1. What was the title of Madonna's 1990 #1 hit? A, OK, B, Vogue, or C, Hello? The answer is B, Vogue. Question 2. Which of these animals can roll into a ball and protect itself by using the spines on its back? A, giraffe, B, worm, or C, hedgehog? The answer is C, hedgehog. Question 3. Who did Tara Palmer Tompkinson famously kiss on the ski slopes of Closters? A, Prince Charles, B, Rupert Murdoch, or C, the Pope? The answer is A, Prince Charles. Question 4. How do we collectively know the gases neon, argon, helium, radon and xenon? A, noble gases, B, noxious gases, or C, intestinal gases? The answer is A, noble gases. Question 5. Top American golfers compete for the Triple Crown, the equivalent of our classics. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 6. How are the international regulations for preventing collisions at sea colloquially known? A, the Seaway Code, B, the Rule of the Road, or C, ships that go bump in the night? The answer is B, the Rule of the Road. Question 7. How many degrees do the internal angles of an octagon add up to? A, 720, B, 940, or C, 1080? The answer is C, 1080. Question 8. What aspect of the human body does a sphygmomanometer measure? A, blood pressure, B, fat ratio, or C, lung capacity? The answer is A, blood pressure. Question 9. What name is given to the 16th century massacre of French troops by the citizens of Antwerp? A, Belgian Bedlam, B, French Fury, or C, Dutch Treat? The answer is B, French Fury, in 1583. Question 10. Fashion designer Alexander McQueen used Chelsea pensioners to display his winter collection. Is that true or false? It's false. He used shop dummies. And at the end of round 1, the scores are as follows. Tony has 50%, Chris has 50%, Nader is in the lead with 80%. The subject of the next round is radio and television. Question 11. In the 1970s TV series, what species of man was represented by the Tomorrow People? A, Homo superior, B, net nerd, or C, couch potato? It was A, Homo superior. Question 12. What is the surname of Buffy the Vampire Slayer? A, Summers, B, Fox, or C, Bodacious? It's A, Summers. Question 13. Which alternative cartoon was launched by MTV in 1992? A, Ren and Stimpy, B, Stressed Eric, or C, Beavis and Butthead? It was C, Beavis and Butthead. Question 14. In what year was The X-Files first seen on British screens? A, 1994, B, 1995, or C, 1997? The answer is A, 1994. Question 15. Billy Bragg presents the Saturday Music Show on Radio 2. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 16. Which futuristic TV series featured a sinister device called the Rover? A, Babylon 5, B, The Prisoner, or C, Coronation Street? It was B, The Prisoner. Question 17. Who is the presenter of ITV's Really Good Food Show? A, Mary Nightingale, B, Jenny Bird, or C, Kate Larkin? It's A, Mary Nightingale. Question 18. Which television family lived at 165 Eaton Place? A, the Abbotts, B, the Bellamys, or C, the Websters? The answer is B, the Bellamys from Upstairs Downstairs. Question 19. What national radio station broadcasts at 100 to 102 FM? A, Radio 5 Live, B, Radio 2, or C, Classic FM? It's C, Classic FM. Question 20. Starsky and Hutch was blamed by the Chief Constable of Merseyside for inciting his men to wear cardigans. Is that true or false? It's false, to wear sunglasses. The subject changes to hills and mountains. Question 21. What is Wales' highest mountain? A, Snowdon, B, Lichfield, or C, Bailey? It's A, Snowdon. Question 22. Mont Cervin is the French name for which alpine peak? A, Eiger, B, Matterhorn, or C, Zugspitze? The answer is B, the Matterhorn. Question 23. Mount Grosvenor is a feature of which continent? A, Africa, B, Europe, or C, Asia? It's C, Asia. Question 24. The Beartooth Range is part of which chain of North American mountains? A, Rockies, B, Appalachians, or C, Ozarks? It's A, the Rockies. Question 25. Mount Condor is in Peru. Is that true or false? It's false. It's in Argentina. Question 26. In which country is the highest point of the West Indies? A, Haiti, B, Antigua, or C, the Dominican Republic? It's C, the Dominican Republic. Question 27. Which of these is the name of a Spanish range of mountains? A, long, B, short, or C, tall? The answer is A, long. Question 28. In which U.S. city would we find Mount Davidson and Mount Sutro? A, Los Angeles, B, San Diego, or C, San Francisco? The answer is C, San Francisco. Question 29. Cleve Hill is part of which English county? A, Wiltshire, B, Somerset, or C, Gloucestershire? The answer is C, Gloucestershire. Question 30. One of the highest peaks in Antarctica is named after Abraham Lincoln. Is that true or false? It's false, after Andrew Jackson. And at the end of round 3, the scores are as follows. Nader has 47%. Tony has 57%. Chris has 57%. The subject of the next round is English cooking. Question 31. What cake, originally from Berkshire and Wiltshire, is made with bread dough, sugar and dried fruit? A, fatty cake, B, lardy cake, or C, podgy cake? The answer is B, lardy cake. Question 32. What is a tipsy parson? A, a jelly, B, a trifle, or C, a vicar who found the sherry? The answer is B, a trifle. Question 33. Cream skimmed from scalded milk, warmed over a low heat and cooled, is known as what? A, soured cream, B, clotted cream, or C, face cream? It's B, clotted cream. Question 34. Which cake was traditionally eaten on January the 6th? A, hangover cake, B, yet more Christmas cake, or C, Twelfth Night cake? The answer is C, Twelfth Night cake. Question 35. Yorkshire pudding is sometimes served with gravy before the meat course. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 36. Which of these is the name of a traditional English vegetable? A, Good King Henry, B, Brave Queen Bess, or C, Mad King George? The answer is A, Good King Henry. Question 37. What are flattish ovals of puff pastry filled with dried fruit, spice, sugar, butter and rum? A, Banbury cakes, B, Yorkshire curd tarts, or C, Cornish splits? The answer is A, Banbury cakes. Question 38. What food has been the subject of an annual show at Nantwich for over a century? A, cheese, B, black pudding, or C, apples? The answer is A, cheese. Question 39. The Sally Lunn cake is believed to have been named after a girl who sold them where? A, Wakefield, B, Canterbury, or C, Bath? The answer is C, Bath. Question 40. Double Gloucester cheese was once made solely with milk from Gloucester cows. Is that true or false? It's true. The subject changes to writers. Question 41. Which doctor writes a regular column in the Radio Times? A, Hilary Jones, B, Mark Porter, or C, Jermyn Measles? It's B. Mark Porter. Question 42. What did novelist Henry Fielding describe as a prototype of hell? A. The House of Commons, B. Newgate Prison, or C. The Millennium Dome? The answer is B. Newgate Prison. Question 43. Who did Nordhoff and Hall assign as their narrator for Mutiny on the Bounty? A. Ellison, B. Fletcher Christian, or C. Roger Byam? It was C. Roger Byam. Question 44. What profession was Francis Scott Key, author of the American National Anthem? A. Lawyer, B. Pharmacist, or C. Soldier? He was A. lawyer. Question 45. Dorothy Canfield Fisher used her maiden name for fictional work, but her married name for non-fiction. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 46. The Last of the Mohicans is one of which set of tales by James Fenimore Cooper? A. Silk Stocking Tales, B. Leather Stocking Tales, or C. Laddered Stocking Tales? It's B. Leather Stocking Tales. Question 47. Whose poem The Wild Swans at Coole featured the estate of dramatist Lady Isabella Gregory? A. W.B. Yeats, B. Alfred Lord Tennyson, or C. Edward Lear? The answer is A. W.B. Yeats. Question 48. Neville Shute was a managing director at a factory that made what? A. Aeroplanes, B. Cakes, or C. Televisions? It was A. Aeroplanes. Question 49. Mary Ellen Chase set many of her novels around which part of the USA? A. The Ozark Plateau, B. The Bitterroot Mountain Range, or C. The coast of Maine? It's C. The coast of Maine. Question 50. Author Bill Murphy described the people of Hull as the ugliest collection of people in the UK outside of Wales. Is that true or false? It's false. He was actually talking about Braintree in Essex. And at the end of round 5, the scores are as follows. Nader has 52%, Tony has 58%, Chris is in the lead. He's got 60%. The game continues after the break.
Welcome back! And now the winner for Best Light Entertainment goes to... Kellogg's Crispix!
A surprise result there, but these light, crispy lattices of Honey-Kissed Corn are a big family favorite. So, it's a well-deserved win for this fantastic newcomer.
Oh, clear off! Switch that camera off!
It's the thing! I'm the winner!
New Kellogg's Crispix, the best in light entertainment.
When it comes to home insurance, Lloyds TSB promises that you'll pay less than your current provider with just one phone call. Or we'll give you back double the difference. For a home insurance quote that promises to be lower than you currently pay, call Lloyds TSB Insure Direct on 0800 340 340. Phone 0800 340 340 now.
Any excuse for a celebration.
Washing your woolens with most ordinary detergents can be a risky business. New Persil Silken Wool has no enzymes and is pH neutral, so it leaves your woolen and delicate clothes feeling really soft and clean. For delicates in your machine, new Persil Silken Wool gently does it.
Ooh, Dad's bought a roller.
With Safeway Price Cut 99, we're still cutting prices. All apples are now cut by 20%.
You're gonna have to do it again, Dad. Mum specifically said apple green. Still, let's hide the evidence.
Price Cut 99. Permanently low prices.
At Norwich Union, the feeling we get when our investments pay off, we've shared with generations of customers, whatever their dreams. Protect your future with the pension and investment strength of Norwich Union. No one protects more.
Welcome back to 100%. After 5 rounds of a rather low-scoring game so far, how do the contestants stand? Nader has 52%, our carryover champion Tony has 58%, and Chris is just in the lead with 60%. From now on, I'll give updates of the scores, but only the viewers will see who has scored what. The subject of the next round is famous battles. Question 51. In what year did Napoleon Bonaparte meet his Waterloo? A. 1805, B. 1815, or C. 1820? It was B. 1815. Question 52. Who commanded the Christian fleet at the 16th century Battle of Lepanto? A. Don John of Austria, B. Don Carlos of Verdi Opera, or C. Don Revie of Elland Road? It was A. Don John of Austria. Question 53. Against who did the Pharaoh Ramses II fight the Battle of Kadesh? A. The Israelites, B. the Trilobites, or C. the Hittites? It was C. the Hittites. Question 54. Which British ship was the first to engage the enemy line at Trafalgar? A. Victory, B. Temeraire, or C. Royal Sovereign? The answer is C. Royal Sovereign. Question 55. Lord Nelson turned his famous blind eye at the Battle of Copenhagen. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 56. The first and second battles of the Marne took place within which wider conflict? A. The 7 Years' War, B. the War of 1812, or C. World War I? It was C. World War I. Question 57. Which of these was not a famous victory for John Churchill, Duke of Marlborough? A. Blenheim, B. Breitenfeld, or C. Ramillies? The answer is B. Breitenfeld. Question 58. Who commanded the Royal Air Force's Fighter Command during the Battle of Britain? A. Hugh Dowding, B. Dudley Pound, or C. Albert Kesselring? No, it was A. Hugh Dowding. Question 59. Which World War II battle was the largest tank battle of the war? A. El Alamein, B. Stalingrad, or C. Kursk? The answer is C. Kursk. Question 60. The Battle of Majuba Hill was a major British defeat of the First Boer War. Is that true or false? It's true. At the end of round 6, the scores are as follows. One of you has 48%, one of you has 55%, one of you has 55%. The subject of the next round is words and phrases. Question 61. Where did President Nixon say there was no whitewash? A. At the Watergate, B. in the White House, or C. down at B&Q? The answer is B. in the White House. Question 62. In the saying, what's the name of your uncle? A. Dick, B. Quentin, or C. Bob? It's C. Bob. Question 63. What informal nickname is given to British military policemen? A. Red Cap, B. Blue Cap, or C. Yellow Cap? It's A. Red Cap. Question 64. Where on the body would one wear a jersey? A. On the head, B. around the wrist, or C. on the feet? The answer is A. on the head. It's a wig. Question 65. The word bouclé comes from the French for straight. Is that true or false? It's false. It means curled, and it's a term used in billiards. Question 66. Which phrase is most associated with the film Jerry Maguire? A. That's not very funny. B. Show me the money. Or C. Sign this secrecy clause? It's B. Show me the money. Question 67. What would you eat if you dined with the cross-legged knights? A. Roasted pig. B. Berries and leaves. Or C. Nothing? The answer is C. Nothing. Question 68. What name is given to a declining market in securities and commodities? A. Giraffe market. B. Crocodile market. Or C. Bear market? It's C. A bear market. Question 69. Which Canadian city is called the City of Saints because its streets are named after saints? A. Montreal. B. Calgary. Or C. Halifax? The answer is A. Montreal. Question 70. Braxy is a disease affecting sheep. Is that true or false? It's true. The subject changes to classical music. Question 71. In which country was Sibelius born? A. Finland, B. Denmark, or C. Spain? The answer is A. Finland. Question 72. Which instruments are made by the Busendorfer firm? A. Cellos, B. Clarinets, or C. Pianos? The answer is C. Pianos. Question 73. In musical usage, what might drumsticks be called? A. Bloomers, B. Baguettes, or C. Crusty rolls? The answer is B. Baguettes. Question 74. In his 20s, Elgar regularly conducted a group of musicians at which establishment? A. A railway station, B. A lifeboat station, or C. A lunatic asylum? It was C. A lunatic asylum. Question 75. The Spanish composer Rodrigo was born blind. Is that true or false? It's false. He was blind from the age of 3. Question 76. In which year was the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain established? A. 1907, B. 1947, or C. 1987? It was B. 1947. Question 77. Which of these resorts has had a leading symphony orchestra since 1893? A. Bournemouth, B. Brighton, or C. Blackpool? The answer is A. Bournemouth. Question 78. Which instrument was played by flapping the lid up and down and battering the side with a rolling pin? A. Salt box, B. Pepper box, or C. Pianoforte? The answer is A. Salt box. Question 79. Who wrote music for the occasion of an annual Yorkshireman's Feast in London? A. Percy Grainger, B. John Cage, or C. Henry Purcell? It was C. Henry Purcell. Question 80. Bizet wrote a 4-act opera concerning the Fair Maid of Dorking. Is that true or false? It's false. She was the Fair Maid of Perth. And at the end of round 8, the scores are as follows. One of you has 51%, one of you has 56%, one of you has 59%. The final round is general knowledge and begins with question 81. Which scholar wrote the 13th century Summa Theologica? A. Erasmus, B. Francis Bacon, or C. St. Thomas Aquinas? It was B. Francis Bacon. Question 82. In which field was Hugh Cutlip a pioneer? A. Mountaineering, B. Tabloid journalism, or C. Honest politics? It was B. Tabloid journalism. Question 83. Which Indian city was renamed Chennai? A. Bombay, B. Madras, or C. Calcutta? It was B. Madras. Question 84. On the Norwegian coat of arms, what does the lion hold? A. An axe, B. A helmet, or C. A Visa card? It's A. An axe. Question 85. The first horse racing calendar was printed in the 19th century. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 86. In German legend, who sat on a rock by the Rhine luring boatmen to their deaths? A. The Lorelei, B. The Valkyrie, or C. Steffi Graf? The answer is A. The Lorelei. Question 87. Who was a grandfather of Charlemagne? A. Charles Martel, B. Rémy Martin, or C. Henri Courvoisier? It was A. Charles Martel. Question 88. Ichnology is the study of what? A. Fossil footprints, B. Fire engines, or C. False gods? It's A. Fossil footprints. Question 89. What are lorgnettes? A. Tiny garden lawns, B. Spectacles on a handle, or C. Short stories by Lorca? They're B. Spectacles on a handle. Question 90. The Countess of Lovelace, who died in 1853, has been credited with writing the first computer program. Is that true or false? It's true. She worked with Charles Babbage. Question 91. What did Grandma Moses take up when she was 75 years old? A. Cycling, B. Painting, or C. Armed robberies? It was B. Painting. Question 92. What type of animal is a pronghorn? A. Antelope, B. Monkey, or C. Cat? It's A. Antelope. Question 93. What is a lathi? A. A water gun, B. A spear, or C. A wooden stick? It's C. A wooden stick. Question 94. Under what brand name did Metoy produce their popular metal model cars? A. Dinky, B. Hanley, or C. Corgi? It was C. Corgi. Question 95. The city of Los Angeles has more police officers than New York City. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 96. In which Shakespearean play does Robert Falconbridge appear? A. The Winter's Tale, B. King John, or C. As You Like It? It's B, King John. Question 97. In what musical time is an Irish jig traditionally danced? A, 2/4, B, 4/4, or C, 6/8? It's C, 6/8. Question 98. How many arms did the ancient Hindu god Indra have? A, 2, B, 4, or C, 6? It was B, 4. Question 99. Who was boxing's first undisputed heavyweight world champion? A, Tom Cribb, B, Gentleman Jim Corbett, or C, John L. Sullivan? It was C, John L. Sullivan. And question 100. At 5:45 p.m. on the 25th of July 1999, a Radio 4 announcer forgot to read out the shipping forecast. Is that true or false? It's false. He or she accidentally repeated the lunchtime forecast. And at the end of the game, the scores are as follows. One of you has 45%, one of you has 50%, one of you has 59%. Our champion today is Tony from Herne Hill, who wins £100. Congratulations. Sadly, we have to say goodbye to Nada, you were third, and to Chris, you were second. Thank you both for taking part. Before we go, Tony, will you return to defend your title?
Yes, please.
Then we'll see you on the next edition. Until then, from me, Robin Houston, goodbye. Don't forget you can play 100% on our website at www.channel5.co.uk.
Every family has a secret.
Maybe we buried the wrong man.
Starring Beau Bridges, A Stranger to Love, tonight at 8 on 5.
This is Ronnie. She was married to Paul. And this is Ronnie's sister, Vicky. Ronnie and Paul had 5 kids in 10 years. But Paul and Vicky, who were brother and sister-in-law, had a 10-year affair, and they had 3 kids of their own. Ronnie found out and left Paul. So Paul is now marrying Vicky. Who's he? This is Mom.
I kept well out of it.
Where do they find them? Family Confidential returns Monday at 8:30 on 5.
Tonight on 5 News, the death toll in Taiwan reaches 2,000. Now those who survived are living in fear of aftershocks. All the details next.
You're driving me mad, you're making me sad.
Don't forget your jumpers. It's freezing. Don't let the dog sleep on your bed. Don't walk across the fields in your new shoes.
Kids aren't interested in what's good for them, but for your interest, their favourite Kellogg's cereals contain 6 B vitamins and as much iron in one bowl as 4 kids' servings of broccoli. But don't tell the kids. Kellogg's, because you are what you eat.
Well, the room was packed. In the entire history of the Patterson family, no one had ever been on the telly. Well, that was about to change. Ladies and gentlemen.
Please welcome the Pattersons.
Press record, Dad, screamed Sonia. Well, the trouble is, I am pressing it. I'm pressing so hard that the end of my finger's gone white. I hope you're getting all this, says the wife. Don't worry, love, I smile back. Useless video.
With Barclaycard, you get a year's free extended warranty on most household appliances.
She's bringing some of her friends round tonight to watch the tape. I think I'll leave home.
Barclaycard. One card, a million uses.
Many designer names are included in the Boots Opticians half-price frame sale. See for yourself before they walk.
When some horror blocks your plug holes, and ordinary liquids only clean here, so blockages come back, you need new Mr. Muscle Foamer. Its special formula actually expands inside the pipe to help clear that horrible gunk that liquids leave behind, so pipes stay clear for longer. New Mr. Muscle Foamer unblocks plug holes like never before.
Don't miss the CAB or OneTel's lowest rates ever. Register now for cheap long-distance calls from your home or business phone. Only 3p a minute to the USA, 5p to Australia and 6p a minute to New Zealand. Plus fantastic low rates to Canada, Belgium, Italy and loads more 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So call 0800 634 1855 and register today. Don't miss OneTel's lowest rates ever.
You tell your friends about OneTel.
think.
A Bupa health check could help you feel even better. Available to everyone. Call 0800 00 1010.
There's a new range of great-looking clothes. Perfect. Especially designed for Tesco.
Perfect.
And with the help of Ariel Colour, they'll stay looking great for years.
Perfect.
Keep Tesco clothes looking great with Ariel Colour.
Hey, big boy.
Excuse me?
Five's moved you to a new time.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You're now on Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Thanks for the advice, friend.
No problem.
The new Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones film is reviewed on the Movie Chart Show tonight at 7 on 5.
Tonight on 5 News, searching the rubble for the missing as the Taiwan quake death toll reaches 2,000. We'll have the latest from the scene where more than 100,000 people are now homeless. Also tonight, supreme embarrassment as Diana Ross is marched off Concorde by police at Heathrow Airport. And Remember Me This Way. Plans are finally announced for a permanent memorial to the Princess of Wales. We'll also have all tonight's sports news as Arsenal and Manchester United prepare for European action. And just the ticket, the big sell begins, but at £20 a ticket, will the Dome be value for money? But first, the misery continued today for those lucky enough to survive the Taiwan earthquake. 3 more big aftershocks hit the island, triggering massive mudslides and more or less ending hopes of finding any more survivors in the rubble of the island's capital, Taipei. 2,000 people are now known to have died in Monday's earthquake. A further 2,000 are still missing, and 100,000 more are homeless. Mark Jordan reports.
Coming to terms amid the homes that crashed to earth. He quietly sits weeping on top of the rubble, his family trapped below, and hopes of getting them out alive fading fast.
All of the people here, as of now, they are still hoping they will find their dependents